I would say this is going to be a short video, but it might be short times two. You'll catch that in a minute as to what I'm talking about. But we're going to be covering something that happened at an award ceremony. Mr. Kevin Hart came on stage to give one out to a certain individual. But he had to roast the person first, and the person we're talking about is Mr. Kirk Franklin, and he mentioned some things that we've covered about Mr. Kirk Franklin before. It was a rather an awkward situation for Mr. Kirk Franklin, but I'll let you watch it, and then we're going to get into another phase of the discussion, which is why I say it's will be short, but not too short. You'll catch that in a minute too. Listen up, everybody.
Kirk Franklin is in the building. Kirk, do me a favor when you get your award tonight. Don't come up here front twerking, okay? Yeah, don't come up here popping. Jesus, I know, don't do it. Don't do it, Kirk. Don't do it. That's what Kirk be doing. He be trying to blame it on the Lord.
Now, hear me out. He did try to blame it on the Lord. Kirk made a bunch of not really apologies, statements about it. Kind of half recanting, but kind of not. You remember those videos, the semi-apology videos? They were really, really interesting, to say the least. And it's just kind of odd that Kevin is calling him out on it, because Kevin has his own kettle of fish that's rotting in the corner. And we'll talk about that in a minute.
Lord didn't ask for that. Put it away, Kirk. Put it away. We live. They can't do shit about it. We live. We live. Hey, Kurt, on a serious note, I love you, man. God bless you. Everything you're doing is big. God is good all the time. Kurt, that makes it right. Whatever I just said goes away.
Now, in case you missed that was a mockery of God. That's all I'm going to say about that. That is a mockery directly of God. And if you didn't catch it, then maybe rewind it a bit and check for yourself. If you got Busta Rhymes looking at this thing like, you know everybody is feeling very, very weird about it. But to Kevin's credit, he don't care. I'll give him that. Nor should he. This is the only time in the whole video I'll side with Kevin. I am all about making a mockery of Kirk for that. I am. I'm sorry. I'm on Kevin's side. Make him feel awkward. Why are you twerking for Jesus? Where did Jesus ever ask you to go twerk for? Come on, man. Come on. Listen, Kirk. We talked about this before, right? You can't afford to go on stage, do what you did, and expect nobody to have an issue with it. I'm glad Kevin knew, but like I said, we'll get to Kevin in a minute here. But for now, I'm on your side, Kevin. Roast away, buddy.
Funny. We also have
now. Understand this, people. Kevin is not immune to problems himself. But for what he just did, I can understand why Kirk looked the way he looked, because he thought he had put that behind him. No pun intended with the twerking idea. He thought he'd put that behind him, but he has not. It's still a small problem. The problem is that the internet's forever and people don't forget. And it was rather interesting for having a man of God do what you've been doing, especially on stage in a foreign country, on women, on stage, scantily clad. You get what I'm saying? So there was a problem there to begin with. But Kevin, step forward real quick. Let's talk about you for a minute. Now, aren't you the same Kevin Hart that had a meeting, a run-in with, and a party with a certain individual by the name of Sean, what's his name? Sean Puffy Combs. Oh yeah, Sean Puffy Combs. You remember that one? You remember the videos that you were in, making all kinds of little antics and kind of getting on in those videos? You remember that? So I'm asking a question, Kevin. You're in a glass house. You think you should be throwing stones? You think you should be throwing stones? You remember? I'm gonna bring this up for y'all to see. Maybe Kevin can explain something for me. Y'all remember this film, Get Hard? Now the title might throw you off. It's about, somebody prepping for prison life and all that stuff. But it's a title that's really we're going to go after real quick. Um, Around this time is when Kevin was really involved in a lot of the Diddy parties. Um, the title, does it make sense now? Does it kind of make sense a little bit? This idea that somehow Kevin has the right to roast anybody is beyond me. Now, don't also forget, Kevin's the same guy that also had a massive run-in with, massive. You see, my puns are just slipping out so quickly. Run-in with another individual by the name of Shaq. We showed you a commercial some time back, um, and he was pulled over. It seemed, uh, um, you know. Okay, I'm trying the best way to have you picture what happened. Let's just say that Shaq had his way with Kevin Hart on the top of a car. That's as clean as I can leave it. Um, let just consider it that it was something very unprofessional to be done to another man with clothes on. This is the same Kevin Hart that's talking about Kirk Franklin twerking for the Lord while mocking the Lord on stage. These two men are two peas in a pod. Very small pod, but a pod nonetheless. They both have zero respect for themselves, and they have zero respect for the person that they were mocking most, which was God. But we kind of expect that of the two individuals we're talking about, because neither one of them seemed to know him at all. The issue we have here is this: the audience themselves were happily going along with this nonsense. Okay. As awkward as it felt for Kirk, even he was laughing at it because he really has no self regard anyway. But the looking and the hearing of the audience with this nonsense, of the bringing in, especially of God is good all the time, that kind of stuff. And then to say, now everything that I say is okay. That's a running theme for many. This is just how it goes now. It's par for the course. And we've told people this. They hide a lot of things under God, and God is good. God doesn't God, but they have no affiliation with the man. You know who brought that to that kind of a level? People like Kirk. People like Kirk, who had no regard from to begin with, but he joined the secular world under the guise of gospel music. Unfortunately for him, it came back and bit him. And I mean square bit him. All the antics he did in trying to gain popularity and trying to gain awards and accolades and deals with people, and he dealt with Jay-Z and having all these music labels talk to him happy and making all these music videos with every popular rapper that's out there. He compromised everything about the thing he said he was singing about for the cost of fame, and it still only came back to one awkward moment at a BET award. Doesn't that say a lot about the state of mind of people that look after the accolades of man without actually going after the reality of life? But leave it up to people like Kevin to live in those glass houses and chuck stones. Again, we don't want to speculate too much, but I would anticipate that you might hear Kevin's name pop up here soon, and at least in the Diddy trials, because don't forget, again, if they're showing footage of anything, they're going to have to see footage of him. Theory is, rumor has it, that it's more than just those awkward mic'd up sessions that we've seen on camera that Kevin was a part of. Quite possibly he had been in those less recorded publicly videos, and that he might have been part of the whole cabal of trying to get those parties set up. So we've heard. I'm sure you have too. Maybe casting the shadow on somebody else is his way of deflecting, and he hides a lot of his worry in humor. Kirk, however, I wouldn't be surprised if he was at these things too. That's not far-fetched either, as far as we can tell. But what we just witnessed there was one man being humiliated, maybe for a reason. Maybe you might see Kirk Franklin rise to some metaphorically large scale here soon because of that one moment. Maybe that moment was his ushering out of gospel music and fully into the world of the secular music and making his grand stand in it. Because even in his little presentation at the BET Awards, he said something along the lines of, y'all thought that gospel music and secular music couldn't blend together. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. Could that humiliation that he just got put through with the help of Kevin be the catalyst for him leaving gospel music behind, but still having a little bit of a link to it and stepping fully out into what we call secular music? Time will tell. But if he does, just remember we told you first and we saw it. We saw the writing on the wall. And if it turns out to be true, come back to this video and leave yourself a comment. It'd be sad if it did turn out to be true, but at the end of the day, it might be just par for the course.